Hey, it's Omar, founder of DepressionHero.com, where I show you how I overcame depression naturally without any antidepressants, and I think you can too if you apply the same techniques that I've learned. Today we're going to talk about Valentine's Day and depression in general around the holidays. Do you know that 40% of people have negative feelings towards Valentine's Day? Yeah, it's true. Well, it's off the net. Must be true, right? So today you're going to learn about 3 things that you can do to watch out for so you can feel better and stop being a victim. Stop being a Valentine's Day victim, stop being an expectations victim, and stop being a Hallmark holiday victim. So stay tuned. The media magnification mirror moment. What exactly is that? Well, it's like the media hypes and emphasizes and concentrates everything that you're supposed to have to feel happy, right? How you're supposed to feel and how you're supposed to behave in order to be happy. So when you realize that you don't necessarily have whatever it is that they're hyping, you feel hopeless. You feel like a loser. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel depressed, right? Because of all this hype. And this mirror that the media presents to you just reflects how you feel inside. But it doesn't just reflect it to you, it actually magnifies it. It's like one of those arcade mirrors, right? It makes everything bigger. And at every moment, right? Because the moment actually doesn't end. It's like this continuous moment because we're bombarded by marketing messages every day, every moment. I think it's like 5,000 marketing messages a day. So you have all of this media hype to remind you of what you don't have, to remind you of your misery. You know, you have these happy couples getting cards and gifts, except you. You have all these expectations, for example, around Valentine's Day, when you have all these people, you know, lovey-dovey, and you're not like that. Or some other holidays that have memories associated with it. It just reminds you of what you don't have, right? Does this sound familiar? Your inner reality. Your inner reality is reflected back at you by this marketing media and the Hollywood hype, right? So how you feel inside, that's your inner reality, your beliefs about yourself, your fears, your insecurities, your frustrations, your uncertainties, your doubts. And all of these are these black holes that you can fall into, right? It's like this, you can't get out of this thing. Because what happens is you start to focus only on these things, these negative things. Your fears of being alone for the rest of your life, right? Just because of this one moment right now. The fear that you're not good enough because you don't have a Valentine's Day date or a present or a card or flowers or whatever. Or you don't even have the hopes of getting a date or flowers or chocolate or whatever. You know, so you have these beliefs that I'll always be alone because somehow I'm flawed, I'm not worthy, I'm not beautiful or handsome enough, I'm not rich enough. This belief that I'm a loser. You have these memories about, well, why didn't I do X 5, 10, 20 years ago? And this just beats up on our minds. If only I'd done X or Y or something else, you know? So this just shines the spotlight on your imperfections. And all of this gets reflected back at you through this holiday marketing, right? Because it's everywhere. All these messages are everywhere. And so you have this feeling of pain and vulnerability and you want to escape it. So what do? You numb out. That's what I did. Numb out with chocolate, with drugs, alcohol, shopping. And you know, on Valentine's Day, all the chocolate is just a reminder of not fulfilling your New Year's resolutions, right? I mean, I've actually gained weight since New Year's. Whatever is being reflected back at you by the media is related to your childhood beliefs and conditioning. And a lot of this has to do with shame, you know, the feeling that I or you are flawed, that there's something wrong with you. And on Valentine's Day or any holiday, you feel exposed. You feel raw. You feel like everybody around you knows that you're all alone, sad, and under this dark cloud of depression. Comparing yourself with others, comparing yourself with the so-called ideal standard, that you see in magazines and movies. And it's just created by some Hollywood or advertising agency, right? It's just there to stir things up for you and show you in your face how you are not in the ideal. I mean, if you are the ideal, then you're probably not watching this video, right? For example, for Valentine's Day, what really bothers you about Valentine's Day? Well, what bothers me is it's all the overt and covert subliminal messages. It's what we're supposed to be. It's like no different of any other holidays, like Christmas. You're supposed to do this, this, and this. And when you're not this, this, and this, then you're flawed, right? And so the main message is, if you don't measure up to the Hollywood or Madison Avenue standard or image of what you're supposed to be and to have, then you're a loser. And so we're always focusing on comparing ourselves with this standard, focusing on comparing what you don't have with what they have, right? What do I have? What do they have? Oh, I'm not good enough. I need to get that. So it highlights, it just emphasizes, it reiterates everything that you don't have, because they're constantly causing you to compare yourself to these other people, the standard. And when you don't have it, you don't have the skills to have what they have, for example, you feel hopeless. You feel bad because, as I mentioned, what we feel inside, that's reflected back to us magnified. It's in your face, you can't avoid it. And on Valentine's Day, it's what's really being reflected back at you is your relationship issues. So it's like, I'm all alone and I'm always going to be alone, and that's how you compare yourself. So what can you do, right? What can you do? Don't be a victim. If you're depressed, you've got low energy, there's negative thoughts, lots of sadness all around, you have this belief that you're worthless, that the situation is hopeless because you don't have the skills to get out of it, nobody has ever taught you these things, then you're not going to feel attractive to anybody else, especially to yourself. And this is what's going to be reflected outside. So, most people don't have natural dating skills. I didn't. So no amount of learning dating techniques is going to help you. What you have to deal with is what's causing the depression, and it's all inside. So you've got to recognize when this victim behavior and belief and conversation starts in your mind. And it's not just your mind, it's your emotions and it's your body. So you have to become aware of these manipulative media magnification mirror moments that are continuous. You have to become aware of your own beliefs about yourself, your own fears, your own insecurities and doubts. And you have to become aware of how you compare yourself to others and why you compare yourself to others. So if you don't do these things, if you don't become aware, you're going to sink deeper and deeper into the depression. And once you realize what you're dealing with this awareness, then you can start to take control of the depression and your love life, especially the love life with yourself, because that's what it all starts with. It's all about awareness. And I realized that I was making the same mistakes over and over. And it's likely that you're making the same mistakes that I was making before I eventually overcame the depression. So these are mistakes that are making or keeping you depressed. So I created a depression self-help course to help you identify and overcome those mistakes like I did. So I give you specific exercises that empower you and help you see a new aspect of your depression so that you can get your power back and not be a victim anymore. Do you want to keep making the same mistakes over and over that are making or keeping you depressed? Of course not. Nobody wants to do that. The problem is nobody has shown you how to do that. And that's what I do. Once you know what they are and once you know how to fight them, then you can change your patterns and get your life back and be happy again and feel normal and have a relationship with your family and friends. Get the course now by clicking on the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. If you like this video, please show me some love and press like, and also share the video, on Twitter, on Facebook. Finally, I really hope this Valentine's Day will be an amazing new beginning for you.